So, one of the great things about being a parent is that not only are you introducing your children to new concepts, but your children are introducing you to the latest innovations in the world. And one of the things my 7-year-old has introduced me to, kind of dragged me a little bit kicking and screaming, is Minecraft. I had heard about it. Wasn't all that interested. It just looked like Legos in a video game, but I have learned that it is a wonderful video game. It can be challenging. It's a fantastic game to express yourself creatively. And so when No Starch Press, my publisher, was having a Black Friday sale, I was browsing through their books to see if there was anything I could get for my kids or for myself, and I found this, which is just perfect. It's Learn to Program with Minecraft, Transform Your World with the Power of Python by Craig Richardson. And I was a little concerned that it would be too complicated. However, I'm happy to report it was not, and I'm very excited to show you in this video. I just cracked open the book 2 weeks ago. My 7-year-old has been kind of impressed with some of the things I've been able to do in Minecraft, and I think this is a wonderful hook for children if you're interested in getting them into programming and they're into Minecraft. So one concern I had going into this was the setup. Python. That ended up being not something I needed to worry about at all. Python was easy to install. Minecraft is easy to install. I'd already installed the Java version. Installing the APIs was very easy, and it even comes with a server you can run locally, and it tells you how you can configure that server. So right off the bat, I was suddenly able to wow my kids by running a server on my local machine. I can now open that server up to my boys, and they can now log into the server that I run on our local network. It teaches you how I'm using the Windows version, but there's also a Raspberry Pi version of Minecraft that's free. I learned about. I might be interested in playing with that in the future, and it introduces you to the Python idle, the Python shell. Very well done prompts, and the code formatting is just great in this book. So the content of the book itself covers a lot of great content. It's immediately engaging. For example, the teleporting with variables. We're introducing variables, and we're using them to teleport our player to different X, Y, Z coordinates because it's a 3D world. It's also got expressions and statements when you're little programs that will help you build very quickly. Here's something that sets blocks. Here we're setting a stack of melons, turning the floor to lava, more melons. This was really neat. It creates a great big block of cobblestone. The word I'm looking for is cobblestone. It creates a great big block of cobblestone, which you can then mine out, but that's not too much fun. So he modifies the program to create a pocket of air inside the cobblestone block. My 7-year-old was kind of interested in that. Build a spire, change the dimensions of your spire, super jumps. A lot of string manipulation, which takes place in the chat function of Minecraft. I don't use that much, but my boys do. True and false with Booleans. You can find out, am I swimming? Am I flying? Am I standing on a tree? Am I close to home? A lot of good things there. This was cool, making mini games with if statements. So you use the if, else if. We can to make sliding doors, restrict teleporting locations, dance parties. This was neat. So using loops, create where is it? Oh, this was neat. Flower parade, make a dance floor. Here we go. So looping, using looping to detect if the user is on the dance floor, and then start flipping the colors. Here's one, the Midas touch, where wherever the user goes, any block they touch turns to gold. That's really cool. There is also, one of my favorites, and I'll show you this later, a block hunter, which tells you whether you're freezing cold, sets a block at a random location, it tells you whether you're freezing cold, warm, boiling on fire, or have found it. So it's a game to find the diamond block. Giving functions arguments, refactoring. The book goes into refactoring. The book also goes into debugging. So there's a lot of computer science concepts handled here in what are very simple, very short programs. So that's one of the things I really like about this. The book covers lists and dictionaries, which I know a dictionary, a list seems a lot like an array, but my understanding is apparently an array is actually something different in Python. I should probably have looked that up before doing this video, but you can go look it up. Magic with loops, a lot of good stuff with loops in here. Ranges. This is cool. Creating rows of pillars, rows of trees, create a pyramid. And this is all just simple code to create works of art with different colored wool. I'll show you something neat you can do with that later. There was one. This is something I really like. Three-dimensional arrays. Well, I'm calling them three-dimensional arrays. They're coming, 3 dimensions. These are using multiple lists to build walls to create structures like this diamond block here. So there's just a lot of really neat stuff here. This is a really cool part. Chapter 11. This is something I'm looking forward to. I haven't gotten into it. Is you're going to save data to a text file, pull data from a text file. But a great application of this is, let's say you build a building in Minecraft and you put a lot of work into it, and you want to be able to reproduce that building elsewhere. This program here will copy all the content of that building, and then you can save it into a file that you can later load and then build so in this case he built a tower, and you could build this tower anywhere. So this is a really wonderful book, and I think one of the things I love about it is, as a software developer, this was my first time playing with Python, and it was very easy to work with. It's a very nice, very simple language. I understand you can do some really complicated stuff with it. It is very powerful. Being able to do a lot with just a little bit of code, that's really nice. And with my background in other programming languages like C#, JavaScript, Java, and PHP, and others, it was very easy to read this code and be able to start. I immediately started, I'd see a snippet of code and was immediately like, I know something I want to try and do with that. So next, we're going to hop over onto my computer, and I'll give you a tour of some of the scripts I've written or have found online. There's a great deal of scripts online on GitHub and stuff that people have taken the code from this book and have extended on it and built some really neat things. And I've had a lot of fun with it myself. So let's go take a look. Okay, so what you're looking at on my screen over here on the left is my server. The book comes with a server. You download it, get it running. It's great. Runs. My kids were extremely excited. They've been on other Minecraft servers, and now I'm running one on my local laptop that they can hop into and join games with me. Over here on the right is me logged into the server. You'll see 2 houses here from my previous 2 takes on this video, and now we're going to try a 3rd take. So this here is on my left is some Python code to build a house. The book comes with code to generate a very basic house in the first couple chapters. It gets into much more advanced houses a little bit later on.
but I found that other people have extended on the code in the book, and here's someone they've created the code in the book creates a house out of a block of cobblestone and then creates a block of air inside of it to create a negative space. And so the other people have taken that idea and they've gone a little bit further with it. So I'm going to run this code here. What I do is every single one of these codes, I've got a time sleep where it sleeps for 5 seconds before running the code. So I can have a second to appreciate the code running. And we'll go back into my Minecraft world, and any moment now, there it is, we have another house, and it's got windows, and all this is being done using the set block command in the Minecraft API. So instant house, and as you can see here, now I've got 3 of them. You could potentially build yourself an entire village this way. So that's building a house in Minecraft. Okay, so here's another thing you can do. Using a couple of techniques, reading from a file, adding color to wool using the set block technique. And what this is going to do is this is going to read from a text file. And this is the text file I made because I want to make my Minecraft world personalized. And each of these numbers, the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, all the way up to 9, after 9 would be A, B, C, D, E, F, would be each of these is a different color of wool block, and we're going to run that here. This is the code. I did not write this code. I found this on GitHub, but it is a combination of different things that you will learn in the book. 4, 3, 2, 1. Where is it? There it is. And over here on the left, you can watch it executing. Ta-da! And there's my trademark name, Idea Nexus. So that's another cool little thing you can do. And you can see here, this is all wool block of different colors. And it's building the blocks in relationship to where I'm standing. So that's another little thing you can do. So realizing that I can make drawings like this out of wool, I thought about one of my favorite things I like in programming is mazes. So I went online and found a user on GitHub who had written a maze generating program in Python. And so what I did, one of the great things, and he had written it correctly. Let's talk about that for a moment. So here you've got the 2 string matrix, and REPR returns a Unicode representation of the maze. So this is really good. This is really good design. I talk about this in my book. What he's done here, or she has done here, has created one function to output where all the walls are, and then a second function that's going to output the walls in a way that makes the maze look pretty. I don't care about making the maze look pretty because I'm doing this I want to build the maze in Minecraft. So what I just want the walls. And so taking this output of just the walls, I found that Python can talk. You can have one script call another script and grab a variable from that script. So this is the same program that generated this text, but now we're going to use it to generate a maze. And you can see here it's going to generate it in relation to where the person is. I took the same code that generates the text over here on the right, but now I had to flip everything onto its side to build the maze. And we're going to find, let's find a good place to build our maze real quick. This is as good as any spot. So let's try that again. We're going to run module. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Maze. And look at that. That's a big maze too. Now there's a third. I did not make a door in the maze. That would take a little bit of additional code, but that's okay. I didn't feel like well, I mean, yeah, I just didn't do that. All right, but now comes to the fun part. This is the block hunter script, which comes in the code in the book. I made just a few little minor changes to it. Instead of generating, what this is going to do is it's going to generate a block. In this case, it's going to be glowstone. And what it's going to do is in this case, it's going to put it somewhere within 50 blocks of me in the direction of the maze. So somewhere in this maze, it's going to place a block. And then while the block is not found, it's going to tell me whether I'm freezing, cold, warm, on fire, or if I've found it. So let's run this, and it's going to run. You're going to see it in the chat. There we go. Start in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cold. We are cold. Let's go. Let's go into the maze. And you know what? Warm. Oh, good. We're getting warm. See, I'm cheating because this is what happens when you make a maze out of wool. You can just knock down the walls. Ha ha ha. You know what? We're gonna cheat some more. Let's see. Am I getting warmer? Boiling. Aha, we're boiling. Look, the maze goes. I love this. The maze goes underneath the ground. Hopefully on fire, which means, oh, that's terrible, because it means our block is somewhere underground here. We're now back to boiling. This could take a while. This might have been a bad idea for a video. Oh, 1 second. My son showed me something. Okay, so what I've done here, you'll see these little blue squigglies. I took a potion of night vision. I see some glowing over here. This looks promising. I see more glowing. Uh-oh, wait, I'm still on fire, and I'm looking for a glowstone. I made it a glowing glowstone to make it easier to find in the dark. And now we're getting darker. Where is our glowstone? The cool thing, interesting thing I learned about Minecraft recently is that the light from objects goes through walls. And that's kind of actually drives me a little nuts because I'm trying to build, in the Minecraft game, I'm trying to build a monster generator. And it's very difficult to get the lighting right in the monster generator. And now my program has stopped. Hold on. Time set 0 to make it daytime. And we're going to run the maze again. Maze builder again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Look at that. It's even casting a shadow. The maze, my giant 50 block maze is casting a shadow. Very cool. Then we're going to run the block hunter program again. Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh, we're cold, but I'm going to cheat this time. Warm. Boiling. And there's our block. Right there, my glowstone. And another little thing I like to do is I'll cheat. Time set 90 something. Back to the game, and then the glowstone glows in our beautiful maze. And the neat thing about this maze is mobs will start spawning on it. There's one. Look at that. We've got a spider spawned on my mob. Hello, Mr. Spider. They don't like me right now because I'm in creative mode. In fact, they all kind of run away from me in creative mode, which is fine. So here's another little trick someone I found on GitHub had made using this foundation of Python and Minecraft with the Minecraft API. This is an individual who had written an algorithm to draw a Sierpinski's triangle in the sky. So I'm going to run this. And it's going to take some processing, apparently. There it goes. I could at least see my mouse again. There we go. And there, I switched it up and made it in glowstone, but there we've got the Sierpinski's Triangle Fractal, which is awfully pretty, having that in the sky. So there's also code in the book to create random elements. And one of the random items is to teleport you to a random place. And I took that idea and I said, what if we randomly set blocks along throughout a certain area? And I did that, and there's one. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun to randomly generate lava rain? Here you see the little spots up there? It's starting to rain lava. So using random set blocks, I've made it rain lava from random points throughout a specific area. And it's kind of fun. You can do this. You can set it to rain lava on a town if you're feeling, or just build a fake town with no need to hurt villagers. You can just rain lava down on a mountain or something, and it just creates a fun collection of pillars randomly generated. And for one last trick, what if we do the Sierpinski's Triangle, but instead of glowstone, let's make it TNT. What would happen here? Oh, it's not just blowing up. You can see let's help it out a little bit. Let's grab ourselves a block of TNT and a flint. Oh, that's looking better. It's not quite what I was going for, but let's go. We can make our own here. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Now, how about, whoops, no. My kids make so much fun of me playing this game. I'm just so incompetent at it. There we go. Let's see what happens. Oops. Goodbye, Sierpinski's Triangle. So I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration of the different kinds of application scripts you can write to have fun in the world of Minecraft using Python. Definitely highly recommend this book, Learn to Program with Minecraft by No Starch Press, written by Craig Richardson. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.